As I sit quietly and ask for help. I open myself to listen and really receive Source's wisdom, the guidance, getting out of my way, my own way. Seeing the glitches as my growth, as my growing edge. Wanting the situation to be different in order to soothe the imbalances within myself is bucking my own current, is going against natural law. The only way for the energy to shift and change is by my energy shifting and changing. If the external world showed me something different than what I was offering vibrationally, then cause and effect, law of attraction, universal principles would be null and void. Therefore, we must change from the inside out. And allow the reflections that represent the glitches to be the blessings, the growing edge, the choice point, making anyone else, any situation change, making them change in order to feel better is a low-level operation. And it's possible to manipulate the hell out of external circumstances to get to a comfortable place, but it's always a trapping. It always is a prison of controlling. As hard as this is to hear and accept, it's also a relief. And I am so grateful. I am overwhelmed with gratitude at this deeper understanding and knowing. Getting upset, getting angry, allowing fury and rage to overcome the system is still expressing an old belief system that anger can manipulate and control a circumstance and hammer people, places, and things into alignment with control, emotional blackmail. Why else would the system express upsetness unless it believed that it could change or control an outcome? There would be no need for such an emotion if the truth was understood. This is why the nobility codes and graciousness is the highest order. Feeling the upsetness, the resentment, the anger, frustration is necessary to break the pattern, and it must be ingested and absorbed, transmuted, transformed into the truth instead of expressed and outwardly projected. No one else needs to change, nor are they responsible for the way you feel. Let everyone else off the hook so you can be fully embodied and empowered. Let everyone else off the hook so you can be fully embodied and empowered. This is what you want. This is the high choice. No one else can choose for you or do it for you, even do it with you. You must do it yourself and share it freely. When you stop judging and blaming the other, you take full responsibility for the part you play and the role that you exhibit in the circumstance. All glitches are matching up, which means your shortcoming is matching their shortcoming, and that's why dismal results are always the outcome of expressing it. No one wins in this form of exchange. The pattern must be broken by making a different choice, doing the extreme opposite of what the instinctual pattern is expressing, the impulse. This takes fierce vigilance and focused concentration, source consciousness to come in and aid in the circumstance. Taking space, breaking the pattern, taking a break by doing something different. Don't just go into another habit. Another old habit will replace the pattern if it's not carefully constructed to hold more consciousness through awareness and willingness to change. Focus on the outcome that is wanted and match your output to that outcome. This is big, huge work. This is difficult to do in the moment, especially when you want and expect something else from the other. Notice and feel the peace all around you. It exists in every particle of air. Feel the entrainment of nature as it calms and soothes the nervous system. Come back to the body again and again. The mind will run amok and spin in circles if you allow it to chew on the details of the circumstance. You know how to drop in and how to be present. You know how to deeply listen. In those moments of challenge, it can seem extremely difficult to change gears, but it is what you want. Remember, what you want wants you at the leading edge. So drop the story and get present and feel the truth of who you are by letting go of the circumstances, the person, the story. Momentum. Change gears. Give momentum to the solution, to the outcome. Let everybody off the hook so you can get real present with your glitches. Your emotions are guiding you and letting you know when something is being hit. When it hits a glitch, you'll have an emotional charge which is off-gassing an old experience so you can reclaim energy and transmute it into fuel and fire for your consciousness. Be grateful when this happens. Drop into being thankful, appreciating, thanking the situation. You want to free up this energy. Let's go back into understanding the anger and upsetness. You were taught to be controlled by fearing people's outbursts. Therefore, you allow the situations, people, places, things to control you by trying to make them happy, which is an impossible task if you haven't noticed how fickle they are and how often they change their mind or their mood is flippant. This has created a very unstable external environment. You have literally jumped through hoops, bent backwards, twisted and turned, to get what you want from people. And it no longer is satisfying. And let it be relieving that you don't have to do this anymore. Let there be a new way that's being born through you in this moment. Find the inner compass and deep well of consistency, stability, centeredness. So you're not blown over by every wind and bowled over by every emotion. See yourself sitting in a situation that would normally blow you over and feel your inner peace. Feel the stillness that exists at the center, the core. Know that you can tap into this place anytime. That all of these reasons for upsetness are so minor and not worth sacrificing your aliveness, your connection. Know that you can access this place at any time, no matter what is happening. It is not so much disconnecting from the outer world as finding the inner way. You can still be very present, aware, and informed by the outer circumstances. It just no longer controls you. And everyone else is freed in your presence then. No one else has to do anything differently for you to be happy and tap into this well of wellness, peace, joy, connection. Line up the chakras in the spine, particularly in the lower abdomen. Strengthen the pillar, the column that plugs in to the pristine codes beyond the surface charge. And rise up to the heavens. Ask for more solar seal self to embody with this new room and space. These old configurations must be released to make more room for soul self to enter They cannot exist simultaneously. That is why you must align with the nobility codes in order for soul essence to pour in. You cannot play out these old patterns and embody high self. There's a mismatch in the vibration, just like there's a mismatch in the external patterns. Get out of the blame game and take full accountability and responsibility for what you're experiencing. Nobody chooses for you how you react. Responsibility, how you are responding, how you are able to respond. You're playing a very small game, keeping it simple, because of the control mechanisms that are blocking your power. Allowing for judgment and criticism to debilitate you will leave you playing small and disabled. You must first release these conditions and belief patterns within yourself before the external world can have less effect on you. Becoming immune, emotional immunity. To the fear that is underneath the control. Many, many lifetimes are stacked and piled up in the emotional body, in the subconscious, in the DNA. Many, many, many lifetimes, thousands upon thousands, millennial. Breaking the patterns and replacing the energetic circuitry with new codes can be simple, easy, and effective when you get out of the story and into the energetics. The mind can be tuned to the heart and higher mind, bridging worlds. The bridges, we've been showing you the bridges need to be connected and rebuilt. This is what allows the chakras to all harmonically code in a symphonic dance. The bridges, the half nodes, the connection, the circuitry, the connectors. You are a connector. You do this all the time, and now do it for yourself. Let us do it for you and with you. It's time to call on your quantum team, your high council, working together as a unified force with great spirit, ascended masters, your entire entourage of superstar angels, powerful beyond measure, more resourceful than any human you've ever seen, unlimited in time and space to create. This is who you are and what you have access to. Believing, building, the certainty, the knowing releases the fear. Show yourself that you can recalibrate, In those moments, it will happen more quickly and easily with practice. Practice it until it becomes your proclivity. It's okay when you leak and off-gas some of this anger or upsetness, and then clean it up like a spill. Clean it up. You don't leave it as a mess for someone else to deal with energetically. Give it up. Offer it up to your high council. They will take it and compost it, transmute it. We need to cleanse and clear your system constantly of this old debris. Getting clean and clear energetically just feels so good. Like stepping out of a pristine waterfall, all tingly and fresh, vibrating and alive. Enjoy every moment of the cleansing, of the purifying. Relish in the deliciousness of basking in the golden codes. The sun on your skin, the wind in your hair, the sound of the leaves and the trees blessing you, applauding and cheering, the birds singing. It's all coming alive with the alignment. It is possible to live the nobility codes now, in this lifetime, in this form, on this day and in this way. Drop the story, put it down. Put down the weight of your worry and the burden of your anger. Put it down. Don't touch it, don't pick it up. Just look at it like a sugar cube that dissolves in the warm pool of effervescence, the light love essence that lives within your heart. It will melt and dissolve in the light of your consciousness when it is imbued and infused with the love, compassion, and understanding that is the truth of your knowing. These situations are minor, minuscule compared to your love, compared to your power and your knowing. Your essence shines through and melts. All is well. There's another way. We're showing you the way when you act from a place of nobility, operating from the nobility codes, interacting with others. That is the spark that enlivens their heart and awakens those templates so they can join you, meet you, match you in consciousness. Invite them, entice them. Let it become alluring and attractive to play. In the lightness of being. It's okay when you hit a glitch and express that with compassion, with nobility and humility, taking full responsibility and letting them know that they are off the hook. Asking for what you want and what you want to experience and see is okay. Do it in a way that is generous and inviting. Everyone can feel judgment, criticism, conflict. Everyone can feel control, manipulation. Whether they recognize it or not for what it is depends on their conditioning. We all have the same virals, the same lessons, and the same templates that heal the earth condition. We all have the same journey to take with all its various forms. The earth school and levels of graduation are similar. Different paths all leading to the same place. Let it all be okay in the now for your nervous system, for your organs, for your emotions, for your hormones. We are sloughing off and sucking off the stress, the ones that have interrupted the natural flow of energy and forces the body into chemical compounds that contract and block the natural assimilation and digestion of situations. You're healing the timelines, the eons of experiences are fluffing, sloughing, releasing. Remember to sit in the seat of your soul where silence and peace reside. Even in the movement and motion, there's stillness and centeredness. Finding your pillar, open up the channels, bridge the worlds. You know what will be expected of you in the next levels to come. You know who you are and what you are becoming. There is much to gain and very little to lose by taking this journey. Do it courageously, joyfully, openly. Share the codes, receive the gifts. Namaste.